What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Tice here. This is just a quick video on exactly how I scaled my contractor client to $250,000 a month, all through paid ads. So let's get into the video.
Trade the truth. Cold world.
Alrighty guys, so this video is really just a quick breakdown on if you're struggling to bring in leads or you want to learn how to bring in leads through paid ads. And all it really is broken down into a 3 simple strategy, which is having organic content, because that's your personal and social proof, running a paid ads campaign, which has different type of content inside of it, because that's different than your social content, having a website or landing page, and then having your quality work shown and having testimonials. And then lastly, and most importantly, is running an email and text SMS campaign. Most people don't do this. It really does go a long way. And once you have all of this set up, it's really just a matter of a fact of putting this in front of the right people to see it, the right people to see your brand, and the right people to take action and purchase what you're offering. So let me just give you a quick breakdown on exactly how paid ads work. So the 2 main platforms I like to advertise on is Facebook and Instagram, which is now known as Meta, and Google as well. Just a quick breakdown on an overview between the 2. Facebook operates more on a targeting your demographics, so think age, race, gender, location, and targeting their interests. You know, if they're interested in home renovations, landscaping, artificial grass, hardscaping, and there's so many things you can target people on nowadays. It's actually crazy. But really what you're looking at is it actually costs money to put your product or put your brand in front of someone's eyes, where Google actually operates only on the fact when someone clicks your ad, and Google operates on a search intent, basis. So that means there's people already that have issues like leaky pipe or HVAC issues or water softener issues. I mean, there's so many things people are already searching in your area. And so kind of the number one question I get asked is, oh, should I do Facebook or should I do Google? And that really just breaks down into how much traffic is available in your area for your industry. And one thing I offer for clients, before doing any type of marketing, is to do a back-end research on Facebook and Google in their area for their industry to see how much traffic is out there. If you're gonna put your hard-earned money, you should at least know where the best bet is. And worst case scenario, you can always just run both, and then I recommend just killing the campaign that's underperforming. So if Facebook is outperforming Google, you would take the budget from Google, kill that campaign, and roll it into Facebook. Alrighty here, so now for the fun part, I'm gonna show you the campaign that actually brings in multiple 6 figures every single month. And I really just wanna preface that not every company is at the stage or should be running ads. It's very important that you have a social proof, you have some organic content, you already know how to do the jobs that you're requesting to bring in. And also just creating organic content helps so much with cost, especially if you have testimonials, you can show how well your quality work is, you know how to sub out the work. There's so many things that go into it. Really, anyone could just start a company tomorrow and start running ads to it, but their cost is gonna skyrocket. So I really love to put this in all of just a simple analogy is you kind of already need to have a flame going, and then running ads is adding fuel to that flame, and that really just helps your brand scale. So here's just kind of a quick breakdown. If you're not familiar with Facebook ads, this is the campaign, this is the back end of it. Most people don't really share this, but I'm not here to gatekeep. I'm here to be open, talk and engage. So at any time, if you have any questions, you can always DM me, you can always drop a comment. I'll do my best, I'll get back to you. But as far as setting up a campaign is basically what your goal is. So our goal here is to bring in more leads. I have clients where their goal is to bring in sales and products, through e-commerce. And you can see kind of in the last 30 days, this client has absolutely crushed it. But back to this contractor client here, our goal was to bring in more leads for him, for his sales team to go out to quote and to close the deal. And then within this campaign is the ad sets, and the ad sets here, we found that targeting people who are interested in landscaping rather than targeting both people who are interested in landscaping and the homeowners, like new homeowners, people that recently purchased homes, we found that just targeting the landscaping was better. This is not going to be by any means a standard, set across all the industries. You kind of have to go and play and honestly kind of spend some money to figure out what's going to work and what's not. This is just what's working for us now. And I'll really show you just kind of like the fun part here was kind of we put the ads together. You can see, that they're spending money here, the cost per lead, how many of these have brought in. So I'll just show you the highest performing ad here. So if we come in here, if you break this down, you can see we run it to our landing page here. And then inside, once this loads, here we go. So you can.
There's a reason why we've done 4 houses in the neighborhood alone. Come check it out. This project.
So don't want to give the whole thing away. I mean, we spent a ton of money and, a ton of time learning on, the ad. I mean, you can kind of see it here, but the whole idea behind this and really goal is to just bring in more leads, let him close it and go on about his day. And that really just works both best for us and for him. And I highly recommend getting set up with a Facebook campaign if you aren't already, especially having a social proofing behind you really helps. So if you're not at that stage to be running ads, you should be creating content, just, super organic. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Because one thing I'll say is that I've spent an egregious amount of money on the most expensive camera equipment and setup and lenses and editing and filming and overdoing it. And honestly, what works best is iPhone videos. You got to think about it like you're scrolling through, your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed. What stops you from looking at an ad, and following through and filling out and giving someone your information? It's usually something that's not over edited, because as soon as you see something that's super professional, it's an ad, you're going to scroll right past it. However, if you see something that's organic and it relates to you and it calls you out, you're much more likely to engage. You're much more likely to click on it, be interested in it. And you're probably going to get hit with that same ad or different variations of it multiple times until you convert. And then once you convert, you get hit with, you should be at least getting hit with an email and a text that says, hey, thank you for reaching out. Thank you for providing your information. One of our sales reps will be in touch shortly. So that way the client knows, okay, their information has A, been received, and B, now they're not going to go looking for other competitors because they know that you're going to get back to them. And if you can always put like a time frame on this, we strive to get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. And that really just helps seal the deal. But anyways, this is just a quick video I made for YouTube. And if you enjoyed it, it would be a huge thanks for dropping a thumbs up. It really goes a long way for me. I spent a ton of money and time and energy and effort learning this, and it's taken such a long time to get here, but I'm happy to be here, happy to share with you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Deuces.